So after the trauma of last week, I'm in a better position today. But you just have a look at this. Look, see? Now you know why. Now there are a couple of jobs which are only once a year type things. The roof being one of them, and the other one being, shall I say, a marriage tester. What do you think?
Yes, and it all hinges around the awning rail.
It does.
And when we first got our first caravan, like many people who buy their first caravan, we took it to a caravan and camping site close to home, probably about half an hour away from here, to set everything up with the kids. We didn't have Jess then, and try everything out. The thing we thought we'd have the least problem with is the awning. After all, we'd been camping for several years, we put up tents together, it was all going to be fine. Little did we know that we put on a show for everybody else on the site, and even now I can see their faces as they're sat outside watching us as we argued.
It took hours.
As we swore at each other, shouted at each other, stamped in frustration in my case, because the awning rail is not as easy a thing to deal with as you might think.
It's not. It took hours, didn't it? It took hours to do it, to actually put it up. And there was a guy in a caravan nearby, and he came over and saw us and said, "Look, have you got any of this stuff? Just spray in the awning rail and it'll make life a whole lot easier." Of course, he probably sat there watching for the first couple of hours at the hysterics that were going on,
laughing at us trying to pull our awning through an awning rail where it was stiff, wouldn't move, it was heavy, and Steve doing his usual thing, if you don't do it right it's your fault and it's all wrong, me losing my temper with him, the children stuck in between us all. Even now I could break out in a sweat to think about it, and yet the answer was so simple.
Buy some of this silicone. This is what the guy came over and got me. Now obviously this one comes from Lidl or Aldi, they always do loads of them. It has a tube on it for getting all the things out of the inside of your rail. Fiona, you'll know all about those.
Oh my gosh, spiders and everything over the winter time.
Yeah, so I'll just go and spray inside all this lot and that's it done. This is a once a year job. You don't need to do lots of this. So there we go, under a minute to save your marriage and your sanity. If you're buying a new caravan or buying a new awning, make sure your awning rail has got some of this silicone in it. Let's make a start on all this lot then. The Alco locks, what I do is I put a number actually on the sticker itself, and then on the outside of the box, because this is a twin axle, I know which lock that is wanting. So this is my little tyre compressor. As I say, it's a digital one, so I can just set the tyre pressure and press go in it and do that. Obviously that needs power. This is new, by the way, I only had it 2 days and not actually plugged it in and tested it yet. I haven't plugged it in to charge it up actually, tell a lie. So it's now on 100%, so we'll give that a go, see what happens. So how do you know what setting it has to be on? Well, there's a little label on the side of that there, and it says tyre pressure at the bottom there, 36 psi. So there we go. So what should it be, 36? Wow, that is a bit. Okay, one other thing to do is check your tyres, as in how old they are. Now, we bought this caravan from new, and all 4 tyres, I can tell you now, are 2216. So that is week 22, so that's sometime in May of 2016. So if you add 5 years onto that, it's 21. So they're not quite 5 years old yet, but they're heading that way. However, on the other side, we have found one of the tyres is 2216 like these, but one's 19 2016. So it's week 19, so it's a few weeks older than these ones. So again, bear that in mind. They suggest between 5 to 7 years you change, but you don't have to. We do. The other thing is we use our caravan quite a lot, so I do tend to like to change these when it gets to the 5 years old, so maybe we'll look at that. But when it's been in for a service, we get them to have a look and see if there's no cracks. Might get another year out of them, who knows. Well, that's all 4 tyres done. Look at that, it showed 99%, and now it shows 98%, having done all 4 tyres. Okay, well that's the ladder up, and we're ready to rock and roll. Let's see if we can get up to the roof. So what I noticed when filming, when we had the GoPro on here filming the ditch going round, there was a small hole, so I reckon I can squeeze that in the hole. What I did was sprayed in there, and there's a bit that goes up. And also sprayed inside these two, and as it rotates I can do the other side. Okay, down again please. There is a screw there, so I can take this off. I don't think I need to. I think I'll just leave that to rise and fall a few times, and it'll work its way in. Fabulous. Give that a try. As you can see though, we do have some work up here to do. It's got a bit green under there. Go back one done, and by the way, just stand on those two duvolays just to get up to the lights. Done that. So now we've got the front one to do. Not too bad. Oh yeah, well, that bird with diarrhea, and he's done it on here as well. Oh, in fact, he's done it on there too. Oh god. And so, bird aside, after cleaning the front of the caravan, we also had to clean the back in order to put the GB sticker on. It was quite emotional, I have to say. We're now in a position where the externals of the caravan are ready, and so next time what we will be doing is taking it out, practicing our reversing, because we haven't been doing that for half a year, so do need a bit of practice on that. And you're more than welcome to come and join us. And so, it just brings me to say thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and hit the little bell for notifications.